Hey everyone, Andang here, super excited because today the news we have been waiting for has finally been announced. The release date of the Mordor expansion will be on Monday, July 31st. That is just 19 days away. We are so close to being able to finally play inside of Mordor. I cannot wait. I'm really excited about this. There are a few caveats here though that I do want to mention. For example, the instance cluster and raid will follow in a patch soon after. They don't say what date that is, but sometime after launch they'll be adding in the instance cluster and stuff like that. Also, they do mention that the items that are in the pre-order items, which we'll get to in a second, will be released the week of July 31st. So it's quite possible that the items might come out after the expansion releases, which is kind of weird, but I guess that's just for legal reasons they're putting that in, I'm guessing. And then they also say if there's for some reason a delay, you'll get your items no later than August 31st along with the expansion content. So basically, release date is July 31st unless they have to delay. So that is really exciting. Good to know that it is coming out in 19 days. We are just on the very verge of getting that content. And speaking of the content, we can see the various versions of the Mordor expansion here. As you can see, there's the Standard Edition, Collector's Edition, and the Ultimate Fan Bundle. So let's first start off with the base Standard Edition here, which gives you the Mordor expansion, which apparently has over 300 new quests, hundreds of new deeds, a new allegiance system, new instance cluster with raid, and more. Of course, the instance cluster and raid are not coming until later. Also, what's really surprising is even in the base edition, they are giving you a new special Gift of the Valar, which is a boost to Mordor, which presumably is for all your characters, but it doesn't say that, so it might just be a single one, I'm not sure. But very cool that they are including a Gift of the Valar for the Mordor increase. That is really cool. And this base edition is $40. For literally double the cost, you get the same two things in the Collector's Edition, and you also get the High Elf Race character slot, exclusive Alliance cosmetics, exclusive title, and exclusive Alliance mount. So let's break down the cost here, because to me this does not seem like it's worth the value, but let's break it down here. The High Elf Race, first of all, is probably about $10 is my guess of the estimated cost of that. That's typically what they do for a new class, and it's just a race, but I think they're still wanting to charge the amount. So we'll give them the benefit of the doubt, $10 for that. The character slot is probably another $5 I think on the LOTRO store. I'm not 100% sure on that, but I think it's around that price. The exclusive cosmetics is probably another $10 or so. So far we're up to $25 out of the 40 we need just to make up this cost. And then there's the exclusive Alliance mount, which normally exclusive mounts and things like that are about $20. So that means all of this stuff all together of the new stuff that you'll be getting is a total value, as far as I can tell, of $85, because titles typically don't have a price to them. So I'm just including that for free. So $85 here for this edition, essentially, as far as value, and you get it for $80. Not exactly the deal I was looking for with this type of thing. I kind of hope that they'll add in turbine points, similar to what they did with the Helm's Deep expansion, where they gave everybody turbine points because they complained that it wasn't really worth the value. I feel like this Collector's Edition is probably about $20 too expensive for what you're getting here. Especially if you don't even want the High Elf Race, then this becomes less than the $80 value. So I'm kind of confused here. If you want the cosmetics, you're having to pay an extreme amount of price, or if you don't want the cosmetics and you just want the High Elf Race, you're still having to pay a huge amount of price. If the High Elf's the only thing you want out of this. I've seen people comment that, oh, we have to pay 40 extra bucks for the High Elf when we're getting 300 quests and raids and instances and all that stuff included in the Mordor expansion for 40 bucks normally. It does seem like it's kind of out of place where we're getting all this content here. And that makes the Standard Edition so far, to me, be the best bang for your buck. You're getting a ton of content here for $40, which is not too bad. This one, though, in the Collector's Edition, seems like it's very overpriced for a bundle type thing. I feel like that it's not really worth the price, and if you don't want any of these single things, then it quickly becomes much better to probably buy it just piecemeal, assuming that any of this stuff is available for piecemeal buy. We still have not confirmed if the High Elf is even going to be purchasable outside of these expansion prices, and so it's quite possible that the High Elf race might not even be purchasable. I highly doubt that. I'm assuming it will be happening at some point later, but with it being a clear feature on here, it starts to make me question what they're doing. But that's the Collector's Edition. Let's move on to the Ultimate Fan Bundle, which includes the Mordor expansion and the Area of Valar, just like the other two editions, and then also the High Elf race, just like that one, the character slot, just like that one, the exclusive Alliance cosmetics, just like this one. It includes also exclusive Mordor cosmetics. So you can see here, presumably, is the armor for that, which looks pretty awesome. And, of course, you can see you get the armor in the other one. Very cool. And apparently you get an eagle kite. I don't know why there's an eagle kite in the Mordor cosmetics, but sure, why not? I feel like that probably was supposed to be on the Alliance one, but anyway, let's continue on. Exclusive Alliance mount, very cool. Exclusive Mordor mount, very cool, as we can see here. So apparently there's also an Alliance mount, they just don't have it displayed here. So you're getting 2 mounts with this one. You also get 2 exclusive titles, Walked into Mordor and the Ultimate, which the Ultimate doesn't sound Middle-earthy at all. I feel like they could have come up with a better name for that. Anyway, they also have equipable XP Accelerator for all characters. I'm assuming that this is the normal XP item that's like 25% increase all the way up until you get to Mordor is my guess. They also have exclusive Housing Teleport for all characters. Don't we already get a Housing Teleport? I don't understand what this is. We need more explanation on what this exclusive Housing Teleport is. Also, you get 3 relics for all characters. Okay, great. 2 Essence Reclamation Scrolls for all characters. Okay, those are really easy to come by. 10 extra shared storage slots. That's kind of nice. With all the new stuff you'd be having, you'd want shared storage, so I think that makes sense. And a code for a month of VIP access. Now, let's look at the price here. It's $129, which is pretty standard for the top edition of an expansion for an MMO. That's not the thing that's out of place. What I do want to point out, though, is that it is literally more than triple the price of the standard base edition. More than triple for this top edition. That seems kind of ridiculous. But let's look at what you get here. So let's assume that we got $85 from this one as we did before. You also get another $10 of stuff that takes us to $95. You get a new mount, which takes us to $115. You get XP Accelerator, which is probably another 5 or so that takes you to $120. You also get the Housing Teleport, which I have no idea how to price, so I'm not going to. You get 3 relics for all characters and the Reclamation Scrolls, which I'm going to combine for $5 more, so that takes us to $25. You then get the 10 extra shared storage slots, which I'm going to give another $5, which is $30. So that already gets us to $130, which is the price of this version. And you also get a code for a month of VIP, which is another $15. And so, assuming that the housing thing isn't worth some amount of money, so that means that you're getting this $145 value for $130. Again, not the best deal, but I am glad that they do have this code here for VIP. I think that that makes this one be much more worth it than it was before, especially considering you're getting 2 mounts, 2 sets of armor, and it just looks pretty awesome. I think that this actually kind of makes sense as a bundle for what you're getting. I feel like it could definitely be a much better deal, but I don't think it's anywhere near as bad as this one. The Collector's Edition, I feel like, is a very bad deal for what you're getting. As if you don't want any of these single items, then it's not even worth the overall cost here. And so I really don't know what they're doing with this Collector's Edition. I feel like they either need to reduce the cost to $60 or make it be a much better deal. So, those are the different editions for the Mordor expansion. I think I'm probably just going to get the standard edition. I'm almost certain I'm going to be getting the standard edition because I really don't think the Collector's Edition is worth it, and the Ultimate Fan Bundle is $130. I just can't justify spending $130 for me personally on the stuff that I'm getting from this top edition. I just don't think it's worth it. From a value perspective, you could argue that it is, but I just can't see myself getting this one. I'm definitely not going to be getting the collector's edition, so I think I'm just going to have to go with the standard edition. This would be the first time that I would not be going for the higher expansion tier since the entire time I've been playing LOTRO and buying expansions. So I feel like that they've lost me as a high-priced customer, and I'm just going to be getting the standard edition. I feel like unless they make these ones better deals, I just don't have a reason to get them. I feel like if they threw in like 20 bucks of turbine points, then both of these would probably be worthwhile. Or maybe even more than 20 bucks for this one. But I feel like that right now, the standard edition is a great deal. Not only do you get a whole expansion, but you also get the new Gift of the Valor, which gives you a boost to Mordor. For alts and stuff, that would be really, really cool. I think that this is definitely the version I'm going with. Let me know in the comments down below what version you're going with, what you think of the different versions and the things that are included in them, and also let me know what you think about the July 31st release date. Out of all of this stuff, I'm definitely most excited for the release date. I think that that is a good amount of time where, based on where beta is currently, they should be able to get most of the stuff, if not almost all of it, being patched and fixed and made proper in Mordor, so that we can have a great expansion launch and really enjoy the new content that is coming with this Mordor expansion. I am really excited. Hopefully you guys are as well. Thank you everyone so much for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, be sure to give it a like. Once again, make sure to comment down below your thoughts on all the stuff covered in this video. Thank you everyone so much for watching, and I'll see you again real soon for more of Mordor.